one of the main things was just the focus on prayer. I pray some, but I feel like after hearing just the lessons or message and just hearing about the impacts prayer can make, it makes me just want to kind of renew my effort in praying more. And another thing was just trying to give more time to volunteering and helping out. A lot of the people with Our Daily Bread, well, some of the volunteers would travel over 30 minutes just to get there, and they volunteered weekly. And it's like, if I can go to Anderson, and I live in Anderson, so it wouldn't take that much time, I can surely donate at least 2 hours a week. So I want to make a point to volunteer more on a regular basis than I do.
One of the speakers we listened to made the comment that God was like our Father. Well, He is our Father, and I thought that one really stuck with me because, I've always kind of thought of God as more of a teacher. Like He has a lot of people to deal with, and He always pays attention when you're talking, but He never really really listens. And but I know fathers listen, and so when He made that connection, it was kind of an aha moment.
Like the volunteers, they seemed glad to be there. It wasn't like it was a chore being there, and it was glad to see most of the people went in there with a smile on their face. You could even see some of those who had been working there for a while. They would talk to the meal goers by names and ask them how they're doing, have in-depth conversations with them, which doesn't always happen in events like this. Because first going into this, I expected to more go to a mission site where we'd be doing kind of background work, but we wouldn't actually be meeting face-to-face with the people we would be impacting.
When we first got to the city, we were driving through that area, and I saw people sitting on the streets and by the walls of buildings, and I wasn't thinking about, how they must be feeling, and I wasn't thinking about the people. I was thinking about how sad their situations were, and what I would feel like if I was in that situation. But by the end of the week, I was thinking less about what I would feel like and thinking more about the people behind the faces, and more about less about the situations and more about the people themselves. There were a few people that we served food to that really stuck with me. There was one man who I was filling up cups of water and setting them on a table, and he walked by and he asked me how I was doing. I said I was doing good, and I asked him how he was, and he said, well, I'm sick and I'm dying. And that really stuck with me because I feel like not a lot, I didn't even know his name, and I feel like not a lot of people would tell me, right off the bat something about themselves, and I think that he told me that for a reason, and I really feel called to pray for him because I think that he needs somebody, because I noticed that he didn't have anybody with him when he was there.
I guess some of the people that I remember it was the first day I was working there, and I was serving green beans, and at the end, after I had served the guy, he said, God bless you, and it's like, he really meant it, and I said, of course, I said, thank you, and then when I said, and the same to you too, he was like, I saw his face lit up with joy that I actually said it back to him, and it was just very impactful seeing how just a few words can mean so much to a person.
We gotta hold on to hope. We gotta let it go, or it'll eat us alive. We gotta let it go. Do you know me? Do you trust me? Can you find me? Do you love me? What if I told you it was so far away? What if I told you, would you go with me anyway? What if I told you it was so far?
Of course, with all mission trips, you have stuff you take away from this week. One of the things that I mainly felt like I need to do more is...
Okay.
On this mission trip, there were a few things I took away. One of the main things was just the impact and focus of praying more
Okay.
This mission trip.
Wait.
Oh, okay. But I didn't because I figured that would be frowned upon. I figured that Jake would stop and like yell at me. And
England invents the sport of soccer, gets beaten by everyone.
It's really random.
Anyway. And the food is really good.
I was supposed to say that. The burritos were
He
good.
agrees.
The burritos.
You wouldn't freaking say he was like.
I was about to say it. I was suspenseful pause. It's not still going, is it?